host Jake from Firestone Games, and today we have Tabletop Spotlight. Today we have Godzilla Tokyo Clash. So this is a 2 to 4 player game, plays about 45 minutes. This is a kaiju fight game. This is what you sit down to play, is you pick up a monster, you get their unique deck, and you pilot it and beat the living snot out of the other monsters, scoring as many victory points as you can for as long as you can, without hemorrhaging too many in return. The deck, I mentioned they're all unique, and they really are. They've got bespoke artwork on them and abilities, so we've got Godzilla's tail strike, where he slides along the floor and kicks somebody in the face. We've got Mothra chucking out spores. Ghidorah can grow additional heads up to a maximum of 3, and then can unleash a furious barrage. Every card, which we're showing you here, you can play, but it costs energy, so it costs resource to do. You get that from destroying buildings around the city. So you want to destroy things because you need the resources, and you also want to beat each other up. As you destroy more and more of the city, these small building tokens, they add on to the time track, and they actually bring the end of the game closer. So if you destroy the city loads, then it will shorten how long you have. When you attack each other, you can melee attack, you can fling items at each other with ranged attacks. You can pick up a tank and throw it at somebody. You can breathe fire or plasma, whatever you can do as your monster. Or you can throw each other. So you can actually pick each other up and throw into buildings, throw them into each other. You can do almost anything you want, really, as long as it's in straight lines. When you deal damage to an opponent, you calculate how much damage they've taken, you draw that many cards from the top of their deck, and you pick one of those cards that has the highest victory points available on it, and you steal it. That's yours. They can't use it anymore for the game, the rest go in the discard pile. I really like this because so many of the games you get beaten up and you're taken out of the running, your deck will get so nerfed, or you will have so much damage on you don't feel like you can really compete. But all the cards in here are repeated, so 0 victory point versions as well as multi-victory point. So as your deck gets thinned, it's less efficient, but you're still in the fight. You can still pick up that monster that beat the living daylights out of you and throw them at the moth, which won't stop fluttering about. As you level up, you can play cards in front of you, and they give you permanent abilities, so lots of Godzillas power him up, and then he spends them to do super attacks. Whereas Ghidorah has constant abilities. As he wanders around, he trashes things for free, gaining the energy, keeping on trucking. Mothra is very unique. Mothra can't destroy buildings. Mothra is friend of people. So Mothra gets a bonus every turn as though she had destroyed a building. But ultimately, flutters around playing in a very unique way. Mothra can't throw anybody because Mothra only has range attacks. Megalon's the super speedy one. Runs in, does many card plays, beats the living snot out of somebody, and then sometimes shows his beetly belly. As you can probably tell, I absolutely love this game. Okay, I'm a massive Godzilla fan. The theme comes through, the art style, everything in this is produced for and by a Godzilla fan. It's just brilliant. Victory points works. We've played multiple games of this, and they usually end up pretty tight. The King of the Monsters token, that's something which somebody has. Every time they're beaten up in a turn, the person who did it takes it, and that's worth victory points at the end of the game, but also some extra cards at the beginning of each round. So it really is a title you want to go and take off somebody. You don't want to leave Ghidorah being King of the Monsters. That's Godzilla's title. So this game is made by Funko, and they make Funko Pops. That's probably what they're most famous for. So when I saw it at a toy fair, I wasn't convinced that they got Godzilla as a license, and then they showed me the game and the miniatures, and they're not Funko Pop at all. This game is really good. This game definitely is worth a look. So I'll be honest, I'm a bit of a snob against Funko. Sorry, it's just not for me. If you love it, no problem at all. But I'm really glad I gave this game a chance because the people who have made it, they know what Godzilla is, and they know the kaiju, the Toho universe. So it's solid multiplayer fun. Everybody plays differently. Different player numbers produces different situations. Chuck Godzilla out with a mix and play with the other 3 if you want to, if there's just 3 of you. Or chuck Mothra out and see how different it is. It's in stock now at firestonegames.co.uk. Links are in the description below.